I got a mustache now. So yeah. Hope you guys like that. Because it's part of me now, and I am a mustache man. I read Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Now, I wasn't going to make a video on this because I've been reading a lot of DC comics. They're actually in here. Oh! So yeah, I've been reading a lot of comics recently. Ever since Superman came out, because that movie just felt like a comic book, so I just dove right back in. And after reading Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, I do what I usually do when I read stuff I don't want to make videos on. I just go to YouTube and I listen to other people talk about it. And when I went there, the first video I saw was from Comic Storian, and I used to love his videos back in high school and middle school. I would fall asleep to his like 3 to 5 hour videos. And I saw in the comments that he actually died a year ago. And that made me want to make a video on this because he was one of my favorite comic YouTubers. This was an amazing story. I loved it. I loved almost every bit of this. So this story starts off when this rock farmer, don't know how that works by the way, is murdered by this guy named Krem of the Yellow Hills. You'll get used to that because they say it a lot. And this farmer has a daughter named Ruthie, and she vows revenge on Krem of the Yellow Hills. And she takes the sword that he killed her dad with and goes offering it to people like, hey, can you kill this guy, please, in front of me? I want to come with. And this one guy was like, no, I'll do it, but you're not coming with me. And she disagreed, and she got like slapped or whatever. And a drunken Supergirl, who is drunk because she's celebrating her 21st birthday, swoops in to defend her. Ruthie tries to hire her, and she's like, no, I don't kill people, that's bad. And then Krem gets word of Ruthie trying to, recruit people to kill him. So he fires arrows into Supergirl, who is weakened because she doesn't have her powers, and then shoots Crypto, which really pisses her off. And then he just skedaddles out of there. And I would too, because it's an angry Kryptonian. I don't want none of that. Then Ruthie and Supergirl travel through the universe looking for him. And they get into a lot of shenanigans. Like, one is like she fights a space dragon, and she's still kind of weakened by the red sun, but she got her powers back a little bit. So she pops a pill that's a red kryptonite pill to like power her up and just punch right through it, which is wild. I couldn't believe what I was seeing there. Then they go to this planet which has blue people and purple people, and they're only seeing blue people. And Supergirl questions everyone about it and about Krem if they've seen him, and they're all really rude about it. And so she questions what's going on. Turns out Krem and the blue people like teamed up and like had a genocide on the purple people, so they're all dead, which is wildly messed up. I didn't think we were gonna go there. So then they go and they find Krem, who has this magical orb called the Mordu orb. I think that's how you say it. And it teleports them to this planet with a green kryptonite sun. Apparently the planet was made to capture Superman. And he only lasted there 45 minutes until the League rescued him from it. And he said it was the most painful experience of his life. Anyway, Supergirl's here. She has to last 9 hours on it until the sun goes down so she can fly away. But this planet has dinosaurs on it, and that's pretty epic. So Supergirl's basically like on the ground the entire time, while Ruthie has no powers, just a sword, as a defender against these dinosaurs, and does pretty well, honestly. She lived. Anyway, the sun goes down, and Supergirl flies to Krem again. He has another magical orb. I think I missed something because this is super confusing. I don't know what was going on. And Supergirl gets on this superhorse named Comet, and she rides to the edge of the universe where the orb no longer works, so she just pops it like a bubble, and they just go back, and they tie Krem up, and she leaves him with Ruthie and Comet, the superhorse, as she battles these guys that Krem was with. That they just go around the universe like committing genocides on people, and they're just in space with a pirate ship. Then it doesn't go too well. They pull out some kryptonite and they tie her down, and Comet figures out what's going on. So he flies up there. He saves her life, but sacrifices his own. He gets shot with a kryptonite bullet, and then he dies. But once he dies, he transforms into a human. Apparently, he was a human that got cursed into a superhorse. I don't understand what that is, what that's about, but maybe I'll find out from somewhere else. Probably not. I probably won't read any more Supergirl stuff, but this was really good. I really liked it. I was just confused on that. I don't know much about the other lore other than just Superman. And it also goes into her backstory, how she watched Krypton die, but she was on this like little piece of Krypton called Argo City, and then they died, and she got sent off in a rocket. Supergirl comes back down after that, and the I think they're called the Bregans. The Bregans flee, so Supergirl goes back down to the surface. And at this moment, and Ruthie and Krem are fighting because Ruthie wants to kill him, but she wants it to be fair, unlike her dad, who was just murdered. And they're fighting for the sword, and Ruthie cuts her fingers off. Supergirl comes down. Supergirl takes the sword. She's about to kill him. And Ruthie's like, no, don't kill him. You need to let him live. That's not right. You can't kill. And I was like, you were just about to kill him, but okay. Then she starts pleading for his life and telling her everything she learned on the journey, like how on the first planet they went to with the blue people, she taught her how to wash her hands, which, how have you never washed your hands? I don't know. They're aliens. Whatever. They just put Krem into the Phantom Zone. Then years later, when she's old, not Supergirl, she doesn't age at all, but when Ruthie's old, Supergirl comes back with Krypto, who's alive, by the way. I thought he was dead. Anyway, comes down, releases Krem from the Phantom Zone. He was in there for a few hundred years, and he just pleads for her forgiveness. And Ruthie just takes her, like, cane staff thing and just smacks him in the face. She said in the first 100 years, he was just angry. And in the next 100 years, he was just quiet. And then 300 years, he just wanted his forgiveness. And so it just shows that there's always hope that people can change, which is really nice. I really like this. Apparently the Supergirl movie is going to be, I don't know if it's a sole adaptation of this, and I'm pretty excited for it. There's no Lobo in this, and I was expecting Lobo because he's going to be in the movie. So I guess it's going to be a little different, but I'm looking forward to it. This is really good. It made me a fan of this at least. I don't know if I'll go into more Supergirl stuff. I just wanted to make this because I really liked Comic Historian's videos, and then to find out what happened to him, I was just really, I haven't watched him in a while, and it shows how I didn't know. That news kind of just motivated me to want to make a video about this, about comic books and stuff. So maybe I'll do more, especially if I have something to say, which I don't really ever have anything to say. But if I want to ramble about something I enjoyed, then I'll do it. But yeah, adios.